Gee Gwitch, and welcome back to day 17. 17, isn't it? Yeah, 16 we're done. Jesus, I'm losing track of days already, and it's not even Christmas yet. Jeez, I've barely seen that there. 17! Yay, we got more superposition oscillators. But that's grand. Just add that to the collection, and if you got a little taster there, you can see that among all our time, AFK and all, and all the other parts, we've got our wonder stars. Wait for it. Wait, can I do this and get the treat? Oh, no, wait. Can I get it to... Yes! Look at the star!
You better watch out. 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 Ficsmas is coming to town.
Is that a threat, Jace? So that is the MAM done. It took a while. I think I have another 70 stars left. In the meantime, what I've done, I overclocked some of the machines just to try and speed it up a bit. I wanted to make sure I had those at least. But yeah, look at that over there. That is only going to get bigger. And I also have been doing a bit... I'm starting to tip away at my power. So as a Redditor was kind of enough to point out, it actually needs about 14,000 megawatts. 14,000 megawatts I think it was, 13,000 something. I can't remember off the top of my head. In regards to, if you give me a second here, I could easily just pull up the details here on Reddit on my phone. Yeah, the Redditor is Gorgrim. Is it Gorgrim? No. Rhino XMJ. Was it? Rhino XMJ? Yeah, Rhino XMJ was looking at my figures on Reddit, and I also found, when I was building this over here, I was going through the numbers and going through the thing to make sure I had the right ones set up over here. And I also done a miscalculation on that too. But I spotted that. That wasn't even spotted by Rhino. Oh, we didn't spot that. Two of us. Took me to actually sit down here and do... Anyways, yeah, back to it. So, it's going to take about 14,000 megawatts to actually power this whole factory. So I went on to the Satisfactory calculator and I went and looked around where could I actually pull the power from. So the easiest and fastest way is actually through oil. And namely the oil field. Do I have maps? No. The oil, not the Gold Coast. I thought Gold Coast would be sufficient, but it's not. Gold Coast comes in at something like 12,000 megawatts. I'm like, oh crap. So this, not the swamp. You know that funny area over the far side there? It has a lake in the middle, it has a waterfall on it. It has 6 oil nodes. I think I can get something like, 2,150 crude oil. Which, roughly, when I've all calculated, it'll be about 17,000 megawatts. And I've got the first 600 crude oil producing 400 fuel, which in turn produces just under 4 or just around 4,000 megawatts. Yeah, I was up late last night. That's why I haven't got much done now today. Yeah, I was up late last night putting that together. So what I'm going to do over the next couple of episodes is do a bit I'm going to have to. I managed to get all the pipes over in one row of refineries and build fuel. The fuel generators on one side and a second row of refineries. In fact, look, give me a second. I'm going to jump on over there and I'll give you a look. So this is where I am looking at my fuel and producing all of my power for the Ficsmas plant. So there is 6 oil pots here, but one of them I'm not using because it only produces 150 at max. Yeah, that's nothing. Whereas out of the other 5, I've got over 600 in each of these pipes, 612, 2,400 cubic meters of crude oil. So then I have this feeding around here. So far I've some of this built over here. So 600 crude oil takes 10 refineries to process. So if we just go over here, you can see I have a row of 10 refineries this side and 10 this. Now, this is the only one that's producing at the moment, is this side. So 600 in, 400 fuel out, and there is how much of this resin coming out? 300 resin. So I just have that feeding into a what do you call it? What do you call these again? Awesome sink. Jesus, mine's gone blank. And I've got this one started here, so I've just set up the machines on this side with all the piping into it. Once you have, that's what I love, repetitive layouts. They're very easy and quick to throw together. Can be very simple. And again, my trick in regards placing the machines in large quantities all together. Holding down the control button and bang, you've got 10 of them set up before you know it. The hardest thing is actually pre-planning. So making sure you have enough stuff with you in your pockets, basically, for all of this. So I had to plan all of this and get a lot of the materials in my pocket, get it all built, and then I ran out of materials. So I got as far as this and I was like, right, that's it, I'm done. I got, so 10 produces 400 crude, and then each of these machines are overclocked to 250%. It produces 303.5 megawatts. It says down here 375, but that's not true. 303. Consumes 30.4 meters cubed of fuel per minute. So 10 of them produces 300. I have 400, so I can run 13 a bit off these. Them all overclocked, connected up, and that's my layout. Now, if I didn't have them overclocked, I'd have to have 28, like 30 something of these machines in this line. So I made the decision I would go hunting for slugs and get as many shards as possible. That's going to be the hardest thing in this project, is the shards. Really, right now, I am not aiming to finish this. The aim is this is to be finished when the last building is in place for the Wonderstar factory. So when I set down the 10th Wonderstar machine, that is when that factory gets connected. And that's when I need all this set up. So I have good 6 or 7 days yet left to get this all together. Again, it's a pretty straightforward process. I can have these banged out in a couple of hours. Pretty quick. It's just the actual parts. These require a lot of parts, and even the fuel generators are even more. They're heavy modular frames. They're the part that's costing me the most. And the shards, hunting those shards down. So you got 10 heavy modular frames, 5 computers. Yeah, that's the challenge. Oh yeah, I want to, in regards bring light on, I have a question or a quality of life feature put forward in the Q&A page for Satisfactory. Now the reason for this is what I've seen here trying to whack these large layouts together and in connecting these. So currently we give this an example here. Just use this as a pipe as an example. So delete this here, delete the connection. That's it. So how I built this was I stepped the first one here and then just placed the full length, and you can see placed it to there and then placed it down at the end, and then when I had it placed I just ran back and placed all these. So these are just, if you stand back, they're just there. See, they're just to the left of the pipe. So I just ran across down the end here and just placed all those, and that was pretty simple, pretty quick. And then I'd run back on top of the pipe, so this is before the belt was here, and just connect, and that was it. So you can actually run across on the pipe here, except for through those pieces. So that's why I always connected up before I put the belt up. And then it's a case of erecting the belt then, and then just placing these on the positions where I need them. And then to connect them, all I'm doing is delete this one here. So if I have this, all I need is done. Bang, bang, done. And that was my process. But what my idea for the quality of life is that I don't need to place this. So say for example that if I came along and wanted to place a belt here, that when I could do this, I could go connect, and as I pointed at the belt, this happens. So this will appear and go bang, and when I place it, there's a belt there also. And that's what was thinking of the quality of life. So the likes of when you're doing a layout like this. So imagine just running along the top of the pipe here, and all I do, I'll do this, connect this, connect this. All I do is go wham, and as I point at the pipe, this appears under my feet. And then I can see exactly where it needs to be placed. Simple as that. So look, if you like the idea, drop down the comments below, click on that quality of life feature and upvote it. Now it'll be, I don't expect to see something like this until after update 4, but I'm going to keep sort of reminding people of it. I think it's a great idea. Some people have already said no, it's not that great, it's going to be annoying trying to place belts beside each other, but it uses the mechanics that's already in the game. The mechanics to place one of these here is already in the game. So like it's already there. So it's just creating a connection. Whether how they'd implement that or not, I don't know. But anyways, let's head back to base. I will follow my yellow brick road home, my cables, and we'll take it from there. So we're back here at the factory, at the tree factories. So I just want to show you here in what I changed in the miscalculations. So I had calculated 100 smelters needed for the copper ingots, but I don't. I only need 16.6 or 17 and 25 iron. So how I finished this here is this row is the last of the this row here is the last of the blue ornaments, and then we have 23 for iron here, and then the 2 extra for iron. That makes 25. So I need 750 per minute going into these two here. So I'm looking at, I'll be bringing up both iron on this side. Yeah, both iron here. When the first division goes into this, it's going to take in these two machines here as well. And then the finished product for those two are just going to head off down this way and join up with the ones from over this side. And then for the copper needs 500. And of course, I've only built set to 480. I have, where are you? Yeah, 480. So that means I'm going to have 2 belts feeding the 16, 17 machines here. So I'm just going to feed those up the side. I have this one already set up here. It's going to come, actually maybe, directly in up the edge here. And then the second one then will come up further down. And that'll be the copper and the iron fed in. Presents. They're all loading back in now because I came back over from way over there. And they all debugged over there. And then came back in over here. So it's now time to start building foundations. This level will be the same height again, same size. And I have to look at how I'm going to fit the 100 boundaries up here. I have to leave edge space at the edges for them because I need to maybe manipulate how the pipes feed into them. How the belts feed in from down below here. So potentially all of these items, this whole floor is just for the copper and iron ornament. So they'll just all be fed up from upstairs on the far side. And we'll see how they fit any of those. But floor first, then we'll see the actual organization of how we're going to fit the foundries in. Now, I wish I had time lapse. Must try and see, can I get 2 accounts set up? You know the one how you can set up, you can host, and the host, the other person records and you can fit into a time lapse? That'd be fun to try out. But anyways, well, I have to get this down. I can't do that yet. Wish me luck. We'll see you in a year short second, me maybe an hour or less. So sitting up here in my perch, I got laid out 14 boundaries in a row, and from sort of half measurements it looks like I can fit 9 across. So 9 by 14, 9 nines, 9 14, 9 fours, 36, 9 nines, 9 tens is 90, 126. Space for 126, I only need 100. So what I'm going to do is I need 50 of each. I'm going to put down 50 this way and then start the far side and move in 50 again. And I'm actually going to have them facing each other. Try and say and have some sort of differentiation in the direction of it. So it'll be straightforward, and actually I noticed here when I was putting the second row in as a test, all the items are going to be fed in from that side. So they're going to come in here and come down this way. This one I had facing the wrong way. That would have been embarrassing. Very embarrassing. And the best thing is I only need 10 copper ingot a minute, so it's 140 for one roll. So that's easily helps one belt. Well, there's only a 480 belt coming up from downstairs and a 20. That won't be too bad. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to rock on with this, get a lot of the other smelters out and bring up some of the belts with the copper and iron ore, and we'll see how we get on before I start running out of time. So wish me luck. Wish me that everything connects correctly. And cut. Another day, another dollar. Got them all laid out. All 100 boundaries. So basically they're 2 blocks of 50. So it's 3 rows of 14. That's 30, 42, and an 8. Is it 8? Yeah, 8. 8. So that's 50 on one side and 50 on the other. I just have them facing each other. I don't know, just to make it something. And I can put a decoration in the middle here at times. There's this big space. I got up as far as here with the belts on the Mark IVs. I didn't get these ones in yet. But I ran out of actually reinforced encased beams. To finish off the rest, I think I have more down here, do I? Yep. Yep. A lot of those there. No, I don't. I don't have any left, actually. So I have to look back at heading back. So yeah, the plan here, Batman. So all the goods will be coming in that side. All the baubles and the ore. And then they'll be fed into these rows. What do I need here? So each of these machines need 10 and 10, so it's 140. That'll be pretty simple to feed there for one belt. And 140 again. It'll be a case of the little excess for the iron feeding in here. Or I'll have 2 pipes. Wait for a second. Copper. Oh, the 10 copper ornaments. Yeah, that's 10. Alright, Jesus, what the hell am I doing? Yeah, so the 10 needs 500 parts. And I need 700 parts per minute here for the iron. That's it. And these are 15. So 15 by 15. Well, that's 10. It's 100, 140, 190. So that's okay. So what I'll do is I'll feed up each belt. The one first 480 feeding the first 2 rows. Anyways. But I missed these 2 here. Do I have enough little bits and pieces on me? Now let me just splitter. I have. Now that is that in place. So that is for another day. They're taking a while. It is taking a while, and it's taking a lot out of me as well to this. My eyes are killing me. But you know what I was listening to? I was listening to Spotify, listening away on Spotify to some tracks. And the Genesis by Justice song came up. You know the song for the trailer. I can't give you a sample. That's the only thing. Maybe I could. Give me a second here. Will this play? Can you hear it? Give me a sec, I'll reduce stop. Sorry, I'm trying to get the... Alright. Do you remember that song? Yeah, I've listened to that on repeat. I've listened to it about at least 20 or 30 times now at this stage. But that was just coming up on my playlist in Spotify for the top 100 tracks played in 2020 for myself. So I decided to just put it on repeat. I thought it was very fit the occasion here when I was just putting all this together. I thought it was very funny. But anyways, that is it for today. My ladies and gentlemen, let's finish off this day saying it's only 7 days to 7 or 8 days till Christmas. It's now the 17th of December. 8 days. 8 days to Christmas. I hope you've all done your shopping, as I have. Got a lot of stuff ready, nearly all done and dusted. Got my schedule today for Christmas. I'm happy with my days off. Spent a lot of time with my family. But yes, so look, we'll see you tomorrow at day 18. Hope you have a nice evening, weekend, whatever time you're watching this at. We'll see you later. Slán.